Morning YouTube, Alan from Dr. Pigment. Today I'm going to show you how to use Raail peelable automotive paint. We're going to be air wrapping my 2022 BMW 430i. Freaking excited about this color, so let's get to work. So behind me I have my 2022 BMW 430i. I've never sprayed it a color yet. Out of all the colors to choose from, super excited. I picked this one. It's called Acid Green. BMW doesn't make a color in this, so I figure why not? It's nice, it's bright, it's vibrant. Has like that tennis ball color to it. Nice little gold. We have the small kit size that we're going to use on this vehicle here. Peelable automotive paint. Everything that you see used is going to be available on DrPigment.com. But of course, the first step is we got to clean this bad boy. So let's get started with washing the car. We went ahead and we washed the vehicle with water and Dawn dish soap. We did that yesterday, as you guys saw. It's best to let it dry for 24 to 48 hours. This way there's no water in the cracks and crevices and stuff like that. As like an extra step, I suggest before you start spraying, either before you start masking or after, go ahead and take your air hose or leaf blower and whatever the case is and get in all the cracks and crevices, just because water likes to sit in that, and water is not our friend when it comes to this stuff. Ensure it is clean, wax-free, grease-free, and fully dry before you move on to the next step. So this isn't on every single vehicle. It's where the gasket touches the part of the car. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but there's a rubber gasket that is right up against this body of the vehicle. You have a couple different ways you can tackle this. There's a product called trim tape or J tape, where it's a hard crease edge. You kind of force it in there and you tuck it down. It works great. It's not cheap, but it works great. You can also have your tape pretty precision lined and ensure that you're not overlapping. That's probably the method that we're going to go in on this one. But just kind of wedge the tape back under there. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about actually. Kind of wedge it in there, press down. There we go. So we got the masking done. Of course, took a little bit longer than I expected. In my mind, I always feel like it will take, oh, this will be like an hour and I'm done. 3 hours later. Nothing too crazy. I feel like the fact that it's the first time that I'm spraying this car, I have to, like, you know, make sure everything's covered and stuff like that. The only thing we gotta watch out for is that window trim that we showed you guys earlier. We'll either have to post trim a little bit or just peel the tape while the paint is wet. So on this one, you're gonna see us spray light gray first, and then we're gonna move on to white. I sprayed a sample. Of course, I'm always a big advocate of spraying a sample first because I like to see what the color looks like before just basing it off of a website photo or a video that I seen somewhere else. I always like to have it in person, check it out, try it over a different base. I tried it over a light gray, tried over a dark gray, white base, and white base made it pop the most. So that's what this one is. Light gray first, then white. All right, so the base coat is done. Obviously, as you guys saw, we sprayed the light gray first, then we moved on to the white. The white will get the most color coverage when it comes to this color called acid green. A couple different tips: do full passes, nice even wet coats, 50% overlap. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. This is gonna be a good color contrast. Look at how bright this is. Like, I love this. Now I just need some black wheels, but maybe I'll do those on another day. I mean, I knew this was going to be bright. It's dirty right now, but I knew that this thing was going to be bright. I just did not expect it to be this bright. I love this. I'm happy with the way this turned out. I truly am. I mean, there's always room for improvement. There is. I mean, this is the first time I've ever sprayed this car. Definitely tried to knock it out rather quickly. That was probably too ambitious. However, like, I love the gold that pops up in the sun. I know on camera it's not going to show the gold hue as well as it is right now in person. I mean, it's pretty cool. So I dig it. I'll keep this color for a little bit. Let's see if I can selfie stick this tripod. People look at me like I'm crazy holding a tripod and my phone right now. This ain't gonna work. Patrick, this is so frustrating. We went ahead and we watched the... All right, so can't talk. If I talk too fast, see, I can't talk fast, then I'm Patrick, I'm losing hope. I don't think we could do this in one day. All right. Emails are my weakness.